Welcome back. It's been a long time, y'all, since our last post. I did discuss how I'm not really too keen to covering bear markets. Who really wants to hear someone repeat the same thing over and over, especially when you're losing money? It's really hard to make money during a bear market. I would not advise someone to ever attempt to make money in a bear market if they're an amateur and they really know nothing about financial markets, especially something like cryptocurrency where all of us are early adopters anyways. Since the last video that we posted so long ago, about a year, heading towards a year, we are still stuck in a rut. We're in pretty much this whole bear market thing still. We have a lot of uncertainty because of the regulators, and Sam Bankman-Fried is in the Bahamas enjoying everyone's money down there. And we are still really worried about this whole FTX thing, and so many other stable coins and so many other exchanges have been in hot water, and that has done nothing but spread FUD and has people all across the crypto markets just losing it. I have had some experience with Coinbase myself with their customer care that honestly made me question the authenticity of cryptocurrency. We're finding out that more and more cryptos are not decentralized. They're actually really centralized. They appear to be decentralized. However, when you actually um, do the math, because everything really is math, they are centralized, or they are heading towards centralization, especially if the adopters, people like you and me, don't get out there and accumulate as much as we can, because we would be mathematically um, the minority at some point, because they're going to lock all these coins in at low prices, and when the price does go up, then people who are lower income can't afford it anyways. So we are really at a headwind. I'm going to tell you, I still back Bitcoin 100%. I'm still really a major fan of other cryptocurrencies such as um, Ethereum. I have not jumped ship on Ethereum. Obviously, I'm still a really enthusiastic Doge fan investor. I'm really into Dogecoin. I'm really into Bitcoin. But I don't discount Cardano. Cardano is still a project that I'm interested in. I still like XLM, Stellar Lumens. That's another great project out there. You also have other great projects out there, such as, um, and I don't really want to go too deep down the rabbit hole, but Tezos is a program that I really did like. I sold my position in Tezos before the crash. However, it is still a currency that I am interested in accumulating. I still like the Decentraland Mana. That's still a great project. I still like the metaverse types of projects. So sand stuff like that. Those are still great for people to accumulate, in my opinion, at this time while everything's on discount. We're at 80% discount from practically the last videos that I was posting. So you have to take that into account. We have 50% of Bitcoin wallets starting to go into the negative. So people are become more and more people are becoming bag holders, and we are hovering that 19,000, and we're been going on a downward slope. So a lot of people just really are fearful of where the market's heading. We have a global recession possibly coming in 2024, and a lot of people are in a financial crunch, and you have to understand that there's many different reasons why they're going to pull out their money and put their money elsewhere. Things are extremely volatile, and that's just the way it is. So obviously, don't bet the house. Don't have all of your money in crypto, and pay down your debts. That's really critical for folks to do at this point in time as well. Is to avoid having uh, a bunch of debt, because the interest rates are not in our favor, And if we go into a real recession, then obviously we are heading towards economic um, un- unruliness, because crime goes up, people lose their jobs, people lose their homes. So right now, I'm going to be telling my viewers that cash is king. Yes, we printed a shitload of money and we got ourselves into this inflation, hyperinflation predicament. However, the government still accepts cash. They don't accept cryptocurrencies to feed your family right now. I mean, you do have Coinbase and other things that you can use to make for payments. However, you obviously don't want to be paying bills and stuff out of an investment account, and when that investment account doing terrible anyways, you don't want to be selling for a loss to buy some chicken, half of it spoils, or some lettuce, half of it spoils. You get what I'm saying. So right now is definitely a time to be paying down your debts and to try and have some cash. Definitely 6 months worth of cash is critical. That's where you guys want to be. 6 months worth of your bills without you having income. Or if you want, you can throw a percentage on it. 60 if you don't have whatever percentage of your income your unemployment might cover for X amount of time. But you want to prepare yourself for 2024. Now, also, you guys have to be aware that in 2024 is going to be the Bitcoin halving, and that is always an event that Bitcoin trends up. There's a lot that goes on before the halving. There's a lot that goes on during the halving. There's a lot that goes on after the halving, and you definitely need to research what the halving is. If you have not done so already, please hit like, subscribe. Now let's continue. So the Bitcoin halving pretty much is a point in time where the amount of Bitcoin that is being produced every block is halved. So for example, right now we have 6 Bitcoin. There's going to, at the halving, every block become 3 Bitcoin every block. So in 2024, when the halving comes, and there's not an exact time, it's like a given time, around 20, so probably mid to late 2024, most likely. Um, but it's going to be somewhere around 2024. There's a lot that goes into how Bitcoin is produced, and Bitcoin is still proof of work. However, when it becomes half, that is what makes Bitcoin deflationary. And when we end up in a point where money around the world is worth nothing, because there's places around the world right now where people can go to a bank and cannot get their money. Hyperinflation, money is lent out all over the place, and people cannot access their funds. People are in situations where there's a war ongoing in their country, and the infrastructure of the country is completely destroyed, and you have to flee. You don't have time to grab stuff. And that is where things like Bitcoin and Bitcoin being inflationary come so handy, because a country's currency can go to zero for any reason. I mean, take into account what happened in Afghanistan. Very sad. Lots of people who had money and were doing well for themselves all of a sudden join their peers in being completely poor. And that is that will crush generations of your family if that ever happens. Why not have 5-10% of your assets in Bitcoin, Dogecoin, and Ethereum, in my opinion, in that order exactly. Uh, I do recommend cold storage over hot storage. Having your money on exchanges is turning out to be a major problem. Look what happened to FTX recently, where all of a sudden people, their money is gone. Look what happened with Binance when you couldn't trade Dogecoin. Look what happened with Robinhood. Same exact thing. And this is an occurrence that it's showing people that, if you go to an exchange and you give them $1,000 to buy cryptocurrency, let's say they just don't buy that cryptocurrency and they keep your $1,000 and they do something else with it. How is that going to help that cryptocurrency? Everything is driven off of supply and demand. If we don't have regulations to regulate these exchanges and make it transparent so we can see what's going on, the supply and demand is not going to drive up the price of the cryptocurrency that you're purchasing. So if you're purchasing Dogecoin and you spend 100,000, you would think that would help to reflect the price if others are also purchasing this coin. But if everyone's purchasing the coin, but the coin's not technically being purchased, now you have a problem here. The price can go down and everyone's buying it. Who knows what's going on? And we need to, as a crypto community, hold our gatekeepers accountable and use the technology of cryptocurrencies, because if we do not do so, they are going to be bad actors out there that are going to spoil cryptocurrency for the most of us. We could have held FTX accountable as far as there's some kind of window where we see our Bitcoin, our money being turned into Bitcoin in front of us. Like hibachi, you should be able to see it happening while it's happening, not just them telling you they want a fee and this is how much you're going to purchase and this is how much we're going to say is in your account. There should also be an instrument on the screen that's showing the process of them going to the blockchain, securing your funds, taking your funds and putting your funds where your funds are. And that is at the very least what a crypto exchange should be doing, because what is setting you apart from a traditional bank that does the same exact thing? However, we can't hold that traditional bank to the same exact light because that traditional bank is in a completely different currency system. Cryptocurrencies are supposed to be decentralized, transparent, on the blockchain, verified by peers, and it's seeming that that is not what's going on in the blockchain and with these exchanges. So if you guys haven't done so already, please go and like, subscribe to the channel, share this video. If you haven't gotten on my Instagram or Twitter, please do so, because I must note that the entire time that I have not posted a video to YouTube, I have been posting videos on Instagram. I've been posting on Twitter. I haven't really been doing too much on TikTok, but I'm going to get back involved in posting videos on TikTok as well. So pretty much you guys stay connected with my other social medias, just because you're going to get more current event information out of me there. That's more where I'm putting more of my daily activities. It takes hours to create a video and to process a video and to upload a video onto YouTube. That's why my YouTube community, you have not seen me during the bear market. It does not mean that I sold and I left crypto behind. It's just a matter of who wants to hear someone say every day, things are bad, look happy, things are great, things are going to be great, things for crypto are going to on the up and up, look at this great project, look at that great project, and everything keeps going down and you keep getting bad information. coming out about these exchanges and people who are doing all this, and I'm there trying to tell you to smile while you're losing your money. So I saw a lot of YouTubers doing that, and I watched them lose a tremendous amount of viewers, a tremendous amount of subscribers, and obviously it's not their fault. However, you have to also realize that you're the one in front of the camera encouraging someone else to do something. Yes, you may not be a advisor. I'm not a financial advisor, but still, I am still promoting things that people are taking their hard-earned money and possibly purchasing. So that is, again, the reason why I've not posted on YouTube. But I am going to, going forward, try to post more videos on YouTube. Maybe one video a month. And we might kick in some steam towards that if a lot of information keeps coming out. But right now, I had to get out there and let folks know what's going on currently. Because today, with Bitcoin being at 16,000, a lot of people are really, really concerned because, I mean, the price can just as easily go down to 8,000. I have expressed that Bitcoin might go down to 8,000. My strategy would be to right now possibly sell at least a third of your crypto positions, and take half of that money and put it towards good use, like any types of debt, or paying down on a car loan or something of that nature, and taking the other half and putting it on the sideline and purchasing when these assets fall. So when Bitcoin does go down to 8,000, doesn't mean run away from Bitcoin. It means purchase Bitcoin. But make sure that you're stable so that you can make it through. Or if you have money coming in and you can make it, and you're young, less than 40 is young, very young, very young, and you can afford to work on your debt and keep your investment and not starve. If you can manage to do that, I believe that in 2024 things will turn around for cryptocurrencies, but a lot of people are going to be turned off by it by then, so a lot of people are not going to get to enjoy the gains that I'm going to hopefully get to enjoy, because I'm not going to abandon cryptocurrencies. I believe that if the world currencies just all failed us, we have something. It is kind of a complex thought though, because if Bitcoin is tied to the price for these currencies, then, and these currencies are worth nothing, then where do we go there? So there's a tremendous amount of things to think about when it comes to cryptocurrency. It is a great technology, something that we definitely should continue to keep our eyes on, but we need regulation. And we are not going to get regulation about this if nobody is paying attention, because no one cares. And if no one cares, our politicians are not going to represent a bunch of people that do not care about something, or something that no one cares about. So we have to get out there and keep our community strong, and definitely keep our legislators working for us and getting our voices heard out there, so that we can have protections. That way our institutions can feel safe when they invest, just like an FDIC secured bank account. They want to feel safe when they invest. They want to know that this is fair. Fair markets are black and white. If you don't have a fair market, no one's going to want to invest in it. It's just that simple. There's no other way to cut it. So you absolutely have to have a fair market, or you're just asking for trouble. So pretty much that wraps about most of the information that I wanted to cover. If you have not done so already, please again like, subscribe, and follow on YouTube, follow on Instagram, on Twitter, and just share this video if you are involved in a community of folks that are involved in cryptocurrencies. Definitely send feedback, anything that I'm missing right now, because right now is a really pivotal moment, and tons of people just have their money in cryptocurrencies and they have no idea what's going on. They have no idea what to do with it. It's just a complete speculative investment. But cryptocurrency is more than a speculation. It can be the way of the future, and it can change our lives as citizens and the government for the better. This can help out all of us to get from international poverty. Um, if instead of having to lug around just nothing but gold, we can have reserve currencies in Bitcoin as well, Bitcoin and gold. If our countries accumulate Bitcoin even now during the bear market and then turn around and legalize it and it appreciates and they use that money to back other assets, now you have Bitcoins that are backing, say, USD, and if they want to get spicy with it, say it's gold and Bitcoin backing USD, all of a sudden the dollar is that much more powerful, Bitcoin is that much more stable, and it's going to be so much more like gold because it's going to sit in accounts that no one is trading, and they're just going to help maintain a steady price, where institutions are going to be so much more keen to invest in. Yeah, this is all artificial, man-made, but it can help our countries get out of actual debt so that the person like at the bottom can have a better life, because the government can accomplish what they need to financially and still manage to take care of the individual citizens so that we all have something. That mixed with robotics, and we're living in a completely different world. You guys gotta stay woke, and I'm not talking about woke, race woke. I'm talking about financial woke, agricultural woke, in, information woke, about things that are important for us as individuals, as families, as groups, as a species, because we are one species and we need to use the technologies that we have developed to help us to move forward. So thanks to all my viewers who have stuck with me on Instagram, and definitely those who hear me on Twitter. You all have a great time out there. Hope to see you in the next video. Take care.